Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. This is Tommy the Tarot Reader and I am doing a fun reading for Gemini. So I have a few decks out and I am just going to start reading on what do you need to know right now. What is coming through and what the cards would like to tell you. So I have several different cards here. And let's see what the cards are telling you right now. Gemini, what do you need to know? We have patience, nothing more to do, more peace with what is. So maybe there's a sense in you right now, Gemini, that you have to rush through things and get things done and make decisions. And just, there's deadlines, meetings, people you have to talk to, and it seems really, really hectic for you right now. That's what that indicates, but what you'd rather be doing is swinging on a swing and just feeling like everything is okay. That I can swing on the swing and get the rest of it done and it will be fine because I can get all that done on my timeline. I don't have to do anything on someone else's timeline. I can do it when I want to do it. So if things are not, even if you're the one that's pushing things to get done, maybe you need to get on the swing and just say, it'll get done, it'll be fine. And believe that it will be fine because it will be fine. You know, deep in your heart, it will be fine. It is, it's not life and death. It's fine. So whatever anxiety that you have right now, for some of you Geminis, see, anxiety is a form of control. It's either what I am anxious about or that I am anxious because I'm your CEO and you have to do what I'm telling you to do. So just the anxiety is a tool to control, and it's not an effective tool at all. It's not reliable. People don't take you seriously. You're just a hot mess. And you don't want that reputation. Patience is really good. Patience is someone secure. I know it'll work out. They have a lot of faith because they have it together, very competent. They just know. They don't have to be anxious and a hot mess in order to get anything done. A hot mess is a hot mess. You're not going to gain credibility by being a hot mess. This person on the swing, they took a day off, they come back and they're CEO. This person on the swing, they're chill. Life is supposed to be like this. It isn't supposed to be one one crisis after another. That's not what life is. But now that I pulled that other card, I know you're watching me. You're probably in a very anxious period right now. I hope that you're in a more peaceful, relaxed period where you can think better rather than in a anxious, paranoid, hypervigilant, stressful period where you can't think because there's something over you and watching you. If I were to look at the positive positive interpretation of these two cards is that there is someone who is your role model, an archangel, an ancestor or guide that is here and saying like, you're gonna be okay. Like, I got you. You're just like me. I've done this and I got you. That's what that is. I know you're watching me. I know you're watching me. Like, I'm doing this and I'm thinking about you, and they're saying, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to make sure you get this done. Whoever is watching you is there for you. This person, whether it is someone here right now who is everything, you know, there's a lot of soul connections in this reading right now for me. The Celtic card tells me that whoever is your soul connection right now is one that has gone through many lifetimes with you. And there's a few people here coming in. A few. You go, but your soul actually goes all the way back to not just Celtic, but you know, your soul goes all the way back to very ancient traditions. And if you look at what you're doing right now and you think to yourself, and you ask yourself, why am I doing this right now? It's because your soul is driving it. Your soul purpose is driving it. You think you have control over your blueprint. There is a divine blueprint that's already, I mean, this is kind of contentious, what I'm saying, because there's bad things that's happened to people, and you can say that's not a divine blueprint. And I agree with you. So I tend to just say divine blueprint in the sense that you are in a really good place, but you don't know why you're here. I don't do the bad negative energy readings. I'm not doing that. I'm not here for that. You've already been here before. Possibly that you're doing it again. Like, if there was ever a point in your life where you had a deja vu moment, or you thought like, okay, how do I know this, or how do I know to do this? It's because you've been working at it for many lifetimes. So this reading is telling me that this, whatever it is you're in right now, Gemini, this has been going on for many lifetimes. If there's people in your life right now, you know they've been with you for lifetimes and lifetimes, because you're doing something really big right now. Or it doesn't have to be big. What can it be? I don't know. Let's see. Wow, the Queen of Pentacles came out again. And I've been shuffling these cards as I'm talking to you. She came out again. Whatever you are doing, you have to stay on it. Don't give up. Whatever you're doing, you're supposed to be doing it. I'm not talking to all of you Geminis out there. For some of you Geminis, if there's something you're like, my heart is in this. I am passionate about this. I got to do this. And you've started it, you got to finish it. That's what this is telling me. You have to finish it. You really do. So if you started something, you really, really have to finish it. 6 of Pentacles, exactly. You'll get some money from it. You may even make a lot of money from it, enough to like take care of your family, or you know, give some money, donate some money. But you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be exactly where you are right now. For some of you Geminis, like, I don't know where you're supposed to be. If gosh, like, if you're supposed to be taking care of your mother right now, you need to be taking care of your mother right now. What does that mean? She's going to leave you a will. But I just said that. And these are pentacles. So you have wealth coming in, but you have to work really hard at it. And you are being watched. So if you're being insincere, you're not getting any of this, Gemini. You can't be insincere, but you're not in an insincere space. You are in a very authentic, sincere space where it's either about your soul purpose right now, which you've totally tapped into. You're doing it and you're asking yourself, how much more can I do to make this very real and big? Like, you are fully all about your passion right now. If you are taking care of someone, like your parent, you're going to do that. You have to, and you know it. And it's about your parent. Like, you love your parent deeply, deeply, Gemini. And you have to take care of them no matter what. Yin yang, no matter what. That card came out. The opposing forces, like bringing a balance into your life of either doing too much or doing too little, or being too relaxed, or being too stressed. So you want to think to yourself that the word you want to eliminate is stress. You really do. You can find another word for stress, because you're not stressed. These cards don't tell me you're stressed. You're in a zone. You're in a type of zone that you are being told what to do by God or a higher spirit that is, it's just part of the plan. Occupation, yes. Occupation. You are where you're supposed to be, Gemini. You really are. It may not really hit you right now that this is a calling, and somewhere in your life you stumbled into it. It's a calling. What could that be? Craftsman, musician, investor, finance, something with money. Something with philosophy, writing, just psychology with the yin yang card. Something with security. Something with taking care of life and aging, because I know you're watching me. And we have the Queen of Pentacles here. That's a paternal card. So these are cards that are jumping out at me as what you're going through right now. Manipulations. Jupiter and Scorpio. It's interesting. Eccentricity. You know, as I was saying what I just said, I just started to kind of doubt what I was saying, because I don't know what came in, but I think these two cards came in before I pulled them out. That you'll start questioning yourself. And how do you become solid? And how do you become solid? Okay, solid and you know what you're doing is what you're supposed to do. These two cards of manipulation and eccentricity, Aquarius and Scorpio, are at odds. 8 and 11. So there's a part of you that wants to completely go forward. And it has to be for right reasons. If you're doing what you're doing because this is what you're supposed to be doing, as I've been saying, is your sole purpose with your job, you know, that this is a higher calling and this is what you want to do, there's going to be some things possibly in your life that's going to pull you in different directions, and it's going to pull you in other directions that make you think and question your original intent and decision. So you have to be very sure about what you're doing. And the reading already stems all the way back to patience, that you have to have patience and really believe that this is what you want to be doing and this is your calling. You really want to believe that this is what you're supposed to do. I mean, in the sense of how much time and energy and everything you're putting into it. Because there's parts of you that just want to take off and don't want to do it. Having said that yeah, you're going through these doubts and questioning, but in the end, you will decide and you will know what you want, that what you started originally is where you're supposed to be. I think manipulation and eccentricity are cards to indicate that sometimes you'll question yourself and question a lot of things, but in the end, you're going to be optimistic and you have to hang in there and keep going. So what numbers do we have here? 6, 7, 8, and 1. This is where you're supposed to be, Gemini. I mean, you could take off. Where you are right now, you can take off into so many different areas with it. So if you started off with like a light blue, you're going to branch off into azure, turquoise, princess blue, like indigo. You know, it's just going to take off. And from blue, you might go into violet. It's going to take off. So you're here, but you are going to take off in so many avenues, so many. It's going to take off. So you have to have patience and hang in there and see where it leads you. Do not bail out at the slightest bit of discomfort. Do not bail out. You will regret it. Okay? That's what I got for you, Gemini. If you like this reading, hit the like button, and I will see you at my next reading. Tommy, the Tarot Reader, signing out. Bye-bye.